The ABCs of horror.
Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I didn't even see you come in. Welcome to the HellBound Horror Show. Tonight I was just reading a little excerpt from tonight's letter, so I'm sorry about... Oh, you want me to read you some of it? Sure, I'll read you tonight's little excerpt. Starring space slugs, zombies, flamethrowers. Oh my. Tom Atkins even says it's Miller time. We're gonna have fun tonight. 1986's Night of the Creeps. 1986's Night of the Creeps is a fun, self-aware horror B-film. It's not a classic by any means, but it is enjoyable to watch, especially for horror fanatics. It has a ton of Easter eggs and plays homage to the Alien movies from the 50s, the zombie movies from the 70s, and the slasher films from the 80s. Seriously, everyone in this universe shares a last name with a famous horror director, such as Cronenberg, Carpenter, Raimi, Romero, and even Landis, just to name a few. The film starts on board an alien spaceship where a mixture of E.T. and maybe the Ginger Dead Man? I don't know. Anyway, there's these aliens firing lasers at each other, and one of the aliens successfully fires a canister into space. And it's headed straight for 1950s Earth. And then we cut to Earth in the 50s, where everything is black and white. I wasn't alive in the 50s, but I have seen a ton of movies from that era, and I'm pretty sure this is pretty accurate. You know, humans could only see in color. I think humans began to see in color in the 60s. Either that or cosmic rays from space gods sent color to the world, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's right, yeah.
Over sometime. Oh, did you see Plan 9?
Oh my gosh, oh, that girl is totally talking about Plan 9 from outer space. It's cut off, but you catch the drift. You know what she's talking about. That girl has a terrible taste in movies. Whoever could like that movie is a total nerd. Anyway, we hear from the radio that there's an escaped axe-wielding lunatic on the loose. But screw that, who cares? Something fell from the sky. The couple take a break from Makeout Point to investigate the thing that fell from space. While the guy walks through the woods in search of the alien canister, the girl sits patiently in the car. But little does she know that she's being watched. You can tell that she is aware that something bad is going to happen, but in all reality, this dude just wanted to ask her a question. And what happens to the guy? Great question. An alien slug shoots down his throat. Alien slugs? Awesome! We cut to the 80s where we're at a college and we're introduced to our two main leads, Chris and JC. JC is my favorite character. He's funny, he's a great friend, and he's got the goofs.
Don't tell me. But as funny as a crutch?
You see, Chris wants the girl, but she's dating the head of the fraternity. The boys think that they can join the fraternity to get the girl. And I feel like I'm officially watching Revenge of the Nerds or some other campus comedy. The fraternity tells the boys that they can join, but of course they need to be hazed first. So, Chris and JC have to steal a dead body from the morgue. The boys luckily stumble upon the cryogenically frozen slug dude from the beginning of the movie and decide, this body will do just fine. Little do they know, the guy's infested with alien slugs which are parasitic. The slugs cause the host to become like a zombie, and they plant their eggs in the host's brain. Eventually, the head pops, and out come the slugs, ready to infest again. You can see how this can get out of hand pretty quickly. This movie is a dark comedy for sure, and honestly, I was laughing a lot more than I was scared. Tom Atkins is in this as well. He was a lead in Halloween 3, and he plays a great troubled cop.
Need your basic flamethrower.
Flamethrower? Flamethrower?
Yeah?
Flamethrower?
I don't want to give too much away, but the ending is phenomenal. It's full of 80s goodness with one-liners.
It's Miller time.
You got your cool kills. And just looking fly with a flamethrower. Also, there is one more reference to Plan 9 from Outer Space because everyone wants to hear about that. This old lady gets to watch it right before she's killed.
Brought to a simulated life by our electrode guns.
It's awesome. The movie's funny. And it honestly shouldn't creep you out too much.